But what it's talking about is the mountain that you have erected, or that God has allowed to be erected as a powerful symbol in front of you. And you think that like a mountain, your enemies are immovable, that they can't be removed. And you can't climb over them, go around them, or remove them to go where God wants you to go. And if you had faith, the grain of a mustard seed, you could say to the mountain, be removed. And that's the difference with our youth today. Our youth have the basic qualities to say to any mountain, be removed. And they are willing to go over the mountain, under the mountain, through the mountain, around the mountain, or remove the mountain. And that is what creates the terrible fear in government, that the right man coming with the right message, with that kind of spirit in the youth, liberation will never have to be a dream anymore. We don't ever have to sing, we shall overcome. With young people today, with God's idea at the root of their brain, we will have already overcome. The fearlessness of youth, the anger of youth is being turned in to a self-destructive modality. It isn't that black people want to kill one another, but business is being removed from the black community. And we as the elders have not supplied or created jobs for our own young people. So since we have failed in our duty, and government is failing in its duty, so jobs are being removed, so the young people have no place to go. They sit and they look at television and they see the lifestyle of the rich and the famous. And they say, why not me? But if they don't have a job sufficient to get them that lifestyle, and they don't have education sufficient to get that kind of lifestyle, then the opportunity for criminal involvement as a means of accessing fine cars, fine clothes, fine shoes, fine lifestyle is very attractive to young people who don't have fear. The things that we wouldn't do 25, 30, and 40, and 50 years ago, young people today are quick to do it. We would never drive by and shoot nobody. Yesterday, that just wouldn't happen. The most we would do is cut somebody. And you can't drive by and cut. Your blade wasn't long enough. You had to be in close proximity to do some cutting. And every now and then somebody would have a pistol. But today guns are proliferating in the black community. Why? Because the nature of black youth is so volatile, so strong, so fearless, that if you can put guns in their hand before the right vision is in their heads, then you can make them a force for their own destruction, so that those in power who fear our youth will have no fear from our youth, because they will be in a self-destruct position. Do you understand what I'm saying? All praise is due to Allah. Now, the violent crimes are on the increase among our young people. Is that right? Yes, robbery. Young people just coming up to you in your car. All right, get out. I got this. And if you don't move quick enough, a bullet and then out, and I'm riding your car. I don't care if I only ride it a few blocks and get out. I just killed a man, so what? Life don't mean anything. His own life doesn't mean anything, and the life of those whom he murders doesn't mean anything. So the quality of fearlessness in the black youth and the desire to take life and give life is the very force that God can ride in to grant him his freedom, but the enemy is riding in to make sure he never gets it. Now the spirit to organize is in our youth. We've always had what they call youth gangs, but never like today. What is that? Oh, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's this gang problem. Huh? It's terrible. Well, there's a positive side to that. What you see as terrible is the fact that our people are coming together, but they're coming together for negative purposes. That's because the vision and the idea is not in their head that they are required by time to get involved with. They don't know that yet. But what you see is the most powerful sign of the awakening of the masses. They're coming together. They got their own symbols, hand signs. You say, that's madness. Well, ask the Masons, is it madness? Don't you have your hand signals? Come on. Don't you Omegas, you Deltas, you AKAs, don't you have your handshakes and whatnot? So the gangs are coming up. They got their stuff. I don't know what it means.